outside yet.
That's disgusting.
Oh.
That young woman who kicked her way into history, the first woman to get a shot at going to the NFL, except she didn't do very well. Yeah, her kick was, some say, a setback for all women. ABC's Juju Chang is here with the escalating controversy. Juju.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know anything about football, but I know that was awful. She said it was a setback for all women. These journalists are trolling.
I think baseball or softball is harder, and then throw them in the batter's box.
Which do you think is harder, baseball or softball?
I know baseball is harder.
You're wrong. Softball is harder.
Oof.
Oh, get out!
Well, I guess baseball's harder. Boys versus girls basketball. Oh, goodness. Oh. Oh.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. I am not, this is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay. You're under arrest.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
About to pull a new personal record, 50 pounds over my state record, 225 pounds. This girl just got busted pretending that bumper plates were real plates. Now, bumper plates are made out of rubber, and they're there so if you have to drop the weight, it's hitting the rubber and you're not hitting the metal onto the ground. But watch how these bounce in slow-mo. See how high up that bounces, and it bounces a couple times? That doesn't happen with metal plates. And curling 225 is really hard for guys. I mean, not just any man can run up and curl 225. That is a serious amount of weight to be curling.
I'm already taller than most of these men. I might as well be stronger. Here's me deadlifting 225, slight work.
Oh boy. And here's a boy lifted 225 at 125 pounds. This woman is delusional if she thinks that she's stronger than most men because she can deadlift 225, and I have some questions about that based on how much this is bouncing. Clearly some of those plates on there are bumper plates for it to bounce back up like that, and I don't know how heavy everything is on there. So she might not be telling the truth about how much she's moving, but most guys who have never lifted a day in their life could walk in off the street and move this kind of weight. It's impressive for a woman to do it, but it's no big deal for a man. Yeah, no. Watch how much this bounces.
Yeah.
So you saw it come back up. Just because you have bumper plates on doesn't mean that you're not moving the weight that you say that you're moving. But I'm not sure. I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think that she really is moving 225, or is she faking like the girl before?
Look, the bottom line is people are without hair. You see them all the time. Will Smith's husband. He lost it.
Got him.
That was a hot mess. I'm sorry, I have to see that again.
Except she didn't do very well. Yeah, her kick was, some say, a setback for all women. ABC's Juju Chang is here with the escalating controversy. Juju.
Hey, Amy. Well, it was supposed to be one small kick for Lauren Silberman and one giant leap for womankind. Instead, it turned into a painful moment in women's sports that went viral and blew up with the age-old question, can women ever make it to the big leagues?
It was the kick heard round the world, which landed with a thud. Make that 2 thuds. 28-year-old Lauren Silberman's hopes of being the first woman in the NFL fell so far short, she became fodder for comedians.
Well, there she is, kicking the football, and she did not make the NFL.
Some questioned if Silberman, a former soccer player who'd never played football, had any business trying out for the NFL, even though she'd scored the tryout with this impressive field goal at a Super Bowl fan event. But the average NFL place kick, 41.8 yards. Silberman's attempt, drifting 19 yards, then just 13.
The minute I kind of touched the ball, my quad, I could just feel like tense up and hurt. It was really painful.
My heart sunk into my stomach when I saw the kicks. This is not good for Lauren. It is not good for any of us.
Katie Nida is among the most qualified women in football. She started in high school, played college ball, and became the first woman to ever score in a Division I game. She even played pro football in the Arena League. Nida worries that Silberman's injury-plagued performance may have set back the cause of serious female kickers who fought long and hard for years to be taken seriously.
Not having the kicking experience is huge, and I think it is maybe a bit presumptuous.
And she's not the only one to feel that way. The Twitter sphere erupted with heated reactions. Disgrace to female athletes, says one woman, and will the real female kickers send us your stats?
This is not representative of how women can be great athletes.
But others say, not so fast.
She didn't have a good day, but does it impact women's sports? Not at all.
Now, you should know Lauren Silberman declined our invitation to discuss the backlash, but ironically, by going viral, she may have ushered in a new tidal wave of interest. As for Katie, I asked her if she might consider trying out for the NFL, and she said she's gotten so many intriguing inquiries, but she was so humble, she was quick to point out that there are other college players who are at that level and who can compete.
Right. I mean, didn't she kind of choke a little? She had that better kick, right?
Yeah, she had an injury, she said, and Katie told me that it looked like she hadn't warmed up properly, and the lack of experience really showed.
I understand the controversy, but I did kind of feel bad for her.
Yeah, I felt bad for her, but I don't think she should have tried out.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
She must have been one of those everybody gets a trophy kids, so she thinks she can do anything. Well, I guess if embarrassing yourself on the world stage is anything, you can do anything, honey.
So I was drilling chokes with my female student, and one of the boxers interrupted us. After instigating his male ego and giving her a nice pep talk and believing in her, what ensued was mayhem. She gets a hold of him and chokes him right. The commotion makes another boxer come in. Maybe he was trying to flirt, whatever, but to his shock, she's dangerous. She chokes him out. Another boxer comes in thinking everyone's being too nice, trying to flirt, so he tries his hardest, right? He gets choked out. So another boxer's like, okay, this got to be hype. What's going on? And of course, he gets choked out. Despite all this, she was still being underestimated until she got a hold of his neck. This right here is the power of jiu-jitsu against an untrained opponent. This is what the art is for. Afterwards, we all hung out. The boys was wrestling. The mat was filled. It was like a cookout.
Wow, that girl was really impressive, but I guess now she's going to go against her trainer.
I'm Taylor. I'm Taylor.
Oh.
That's how the feel it. No, it actually snaps it down. All right, see. What's she doing?
That's cake that she learned.
Okay. I don't think this is gonna help you, Taylor. Don't go to sleep, Taylor. Make sure you tap.
Haha, stay away from the twister. Oh. Kenya chess. Male player dons disguise to compete as a woman?
My favorite part about this story is the woman who he was playing against reaction when they found out that this dude entered a women's chess competition because, and I quote, he just really needed the money. This is an actual picture during the game that sounds like it was made up by like an early 2000s, either Amanda Bynes or Johnny Knoxville movie. But the woman he was playing against had the most memeable facial reaction I have ever seen. Just looking like, yeah, he might have been able to catch my pawns, but now he's about to catch these hands. He took my knights, but it's night-night for him.
I think I heard that in games like poker, men have an advantage over women because they're willing to take bigger risks. And so they play the game differently. But I don't know about chess. I'm not really a chess player. I played it a couple times here and there. But if you know, let me know in the comments section below about whether or not men have some sort of leg up on playing chess versus women. I don't know.
Okay, this weird incel thing of men that comment on my videos being like, you only have a short time to be pretty and you have 10 years and then you're done. Okay, well, I've never had work done, so I've looked this way my whole life, and I'm gonna continue to because I'm not gonna do a bunch of crazy things to my face because I enjoy my natural beauty that God blessed me with.
Literally, like, dude, I just went and got, ironically, shout out to the haters, like a half syringe in my lips and then Botox in my forehead. My forehead, literally, look at how shiny it is. There are no wrinkles right now. Like, that is what I'm paying for, baby, because that looks so good on.
No, not back there, Leroy. Come here. Come up here. Oh, Leroy. All right. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Red Dawn Daily with your host, me, Dawn Marie, and sometimes Leroy. Oh my gosh. Leroy, you are all over the place today.